All right, so we're live. Yo, what up, everyone? It's TK from TK's Batcave. I'm here with Mo from Dudes Talking Comics. Yo, what up, Mo?
Hey, what's up, everybody? Happy to see all of y'all. Well, not see all of y'all, see y'all on the chat. You know what I'm saying? And yo, TK, we have a pretty big crowd here today in the studio. Yo, thank you guys for showing up.
Oh, we're corny. We should just stop right now. Oh, man. All right, so I'm gonna hit up the chat, but this video, this live stream, it's gonna be mostly based on this Gotham PD's TV series, or which came out first as like, oh man, there's a new Batman show coming out or TV series. So I'm gonna hit up the chat, see if we have anybody, and say what's up a little bit, and then we could get into the Reevesverse. That's what I'm calling it.
What?
The Reevesverse.
Ooh.
All right, so who we got? We got 1-2 Comic Talk. He's in the house. My boy Kevin, Greetings community.
What's up, Kevin?
Introduces. He goes, yo, his name is the man, myth, legend. There is no way you can't know Mo. Now let's roll and go, bro. Hey,
yo,
we're all the
where is it?
There you go, fuck Master Flex.
Yes.
Oh man.
Bars with Kevin. Shout out to Kevin. What's up, brother?
Who else we got? Yo, we got TK's Batcave. Started in 2 minutes. What's up? Perry Comics. He's in the house. My boy Perry. He just dropped his video on Gladiator, the film. First time watching Gladiator. Yeah. And he called Russell Crowe Gerard Butler, but let's not get into that.
Yo, I was watching the premiere, and till this day, that movie still gives me feels. Especially like Gladiator.
Bro, it's like another Patriot movie for me.
Especially like when the dude sends out that army to kill his fam, and then the ending, I was like,
bro, I'll be crying. You see, I can't do these reactions because they'll catch me slipping. You feel me?
TK, keep it real, TK. So you do that, keep it.
I put a bandana on with my hat curved, but I'm crying like crazy.
Great movie.
Oh man. What else? There we go. What's up, fellas? Two Gun Pedro, what is up, my boy? Thank you for coming by. TK with the flow. You already know. Ooh. Please don't let it snow. Hey,
because then you gotta go get that
dough. Donut? I don't know. He looks like him. Nah. He looks like him. And especially if you don't watch films like that, I understand where you got the confusion, even though the films are like 20 years apart. But
that movie came out. I remember watching Gladiator 2006.
Damn. Who remembers like that? Who says that?
I remember
watching Gladiator May 15th, 2006 at like 8:35 p.m.
Not the dates. I can tell the year from where I was watching it. And I remember that was my first apartment that I ever got, and I remember it was a small living room, and they were giving it, and I was by myself, and I was like, Maximus, my name is Maximus Marius Masakas, and I was like, you motherfucker, go after them.
Damn, a slave overthrew the emperor. What's up, yo? Superior Hero Reviews. What is up, my boy? How's everything? I hope everyone is doing well in the chat. What's today? Monday, so we're kicking off it on a Monday. Mo, episode 27 of Pop Culture Live Show. You guys don't know what that is. I'm pretty sure you guys do. But if you don't, we do have playlists. Well, I have a playlist. I don't know what Mo has on his YouTube channel. He doesn't even probably know how to put a playlist. Oh my God. My boy just uploads videos.
I just stream for now.
What is up, my brother?
The pop video is 87% done. It's scheduled to be
you make it seem like you got 1.8 million pops in your house.
Yo, it's scheduled to be released in 2021. Whoop.
All right, you ready? You guys ready to dive into this whole conversation and this whole man, yo, DC, I don't even know what to call it. What is the DCU? is the DCEU DC films that come out in the movie theaters cinematically?
It seems like it. And
right?
Then so you got the DCEU, that's the cinematic universe. You got the Snyderverse, which looks like it's HBO.
But the thing is that's where it gets confusing, because you got the Snyderverse and his films, but then you got the Flash coming out, and Aquaman coming out, and Wonder Woman coming out. So aren't those DCEU?
You know what it might be similar to? Maybe not. It might be similar to the Netflix MCU, because remember how they were in the same universe, but they never like ran into each other, but they were in the same universe. Who knows, man? It's all. I'm here trying to make.
I see it as in like you got the DCEU on top, and then you're gonna split. Then you're gonna go into the Snyder Cut. Then you're gonna go into the Reevesverse or whatever you want to call it, and all of that. But damn, 2 thumbs down already. Y'all made it.
Damn.
That's probably because we didn't jump right into the topic or something. Yo, Comic Jabroni, what is up? He was like, yo, what's up, fellas?
Jabroni? Comic Jabroni, what up, bro?
But all right, so we got the Matt Reeves. It was announced that Matt Reeves wants to do this or will do this Batman TV show, which came down to being a Gotham PD TV series on HBO Max.
Okay.
Which we just found out that it's gonna be a prequel to the Batman film. That it's rumored to be a prequel to the Pattinson's Batman film.
So I just want to get it in order, because I saw the article, but I didn't read the whole article. But I knew you were gonna jump on that, so I was gonna be like, let me wait till TK pretty much explains it. So it's a prequel to Robert Pattinson's Batman.
So it's rumored. It's like highly rumored. Like it's sort of, I don't know. I don't want to say it's set in stone, because nothing is set in stone. Mm-hmm. But they were talking about it, and it seems to be that it's gonna be the buildup of the corruption within Gotham City and the Gotham PD, and it's gonna take place before Pattinson's Batman film, the first film.
Did it say like how far apart in years?
Nope. They did not give you numbers whatsoever. So we don't know if it's a year before, years before, or how it's gonna be.
Because we got a show like that already, though. In Channel 5.
Yeah, I know. That's why I discussed it in the beginning when I first dropped my video on it. When I first heard the news, I was like, wait a minute. We had a Gotham TV show. And it started off stupid, and then I started enjoying it, and I was like, okay, this is cool. But every time I saw Bruce Wayne, I was like, I don't want to know about Bruce Wayne. I don't want to know about Batman, Bruce Wayne, and his training. Alfred was cool in that, and so was Jim Gordon. So the Gotham TV show wasn't bad, and I felt like a lot of villains were actually good and portrayed their characters actually in a good way. I know a lot of people disliked it as well, but I was just like, whatever. It's out. What are we gonna do? We're just gonna ride the wave. It's like the Flash TV show. The first 3 seasons were good to me, and then it just died out, but people were still on it. So
yeah, I was the opposite. I was like, I have no interest in the show. I was like, I do not care about the origins of the villains, because the thing is, I'm gonna tell you right now, Netflix ruined all TV shows for me. Can no TV show this is my opinion. I know there's people out there that they enjoy all the Arrowverse and all that stuff. But in my opinion, once I saw Daredevil, Jessica Jones, everything after that to me on TV was like cartoons. But the other thing was, it was like, I think too much. And I'm like, but wait a minute. If the Penguin is that old. And
I did that.
But that means that when Batman turns, you know what I mean? Like, I was overthinking it that way. But I think it was you who told me. I heard the show got better and better as the seasons passed. So maybe that's a show that I will give it a chance and binge watch it. But then again, I got another Gotham show coming up. And
right now, honestly, I don't think you're gonna like it either way. Especially now, you're just gonna be like, oh, like you already knew what it was. Like if you didn't watch it while it was coming out, I don't feel like a lot of people will go back and be like, hey, let me go watch Gotham and see what that's about. Nah, I think they're just gonna move forward and keep going. We do have a couple of comments in the chat. Gotham show was dope. So Perry thought it was dope. So that's pretty cool. You know, Chronic Gamer, my boy, he was like, yo, DC going to stick to Batman series after Batwoman flop, laugh out loud, and every other DC show flop. Damn, boy, hating off the CW11 Arrowverse.
CW shows kind of suck. The DC. Why am I reading it so low, T?
I don't know. I had the energy, and then you was like,
I was like, it's like if I was reading it while CW shows kind of suck. The DCU shows been awesome. Happy some are moving to HBO. That's true, because I think the same thing with the DC app. Those shows were already dark. HBO, they could get more grittier and like more serious. So I'm curious about that. But okay, so you said this okay. So the Gotham show is a prequel before the corruption. We're gonna see the corruption. So it's gonna be mostly dealing. Well, we don't know yet. It's mostly gonna be dealing with the mob or mobs and villains.
So check this out. So if somebody, we know who Batman is, right? Obviously, everybody knows who Batman is. And I feel like, and I feel like it works both ways. I feel like it could be a positive and it could be a negative. Could be positive as in like, I don't think we ever got in, besides Gotham, like a really good, like why Gotham is so shitty kind of thing. You get me? Like, especially in the films.
Yeah.
Like, why is Gotham so bad? Like, out of nowhere, like it's the worst. It's worse than Metropolis across the water, which is nice and shiny. And for some reason, I never seen Metropolis at night. So
true. That's true, right?
I don't recall seeing Metropolis at night, but yeah. And then Batman's, you know, Gotham City is so horrible. So I feel like it can actually work, especially with HBO Max, as you were saying that it's HBO Max. They could make high quality cinematic TV shows. Yeah. Especially nowadays that they are making cinematic TV shows. Mm-hmm. The Mandalorian, Disney Plus. That's a cinematic TV show right there. Oh, off the back. The Mandalorian. Like I was blown away. I was like, damn, they're putting in money for all of this. So Logan, who does your hair?
Every time my son takes a shower, come over here closer.
He has a cookie?
Every time he takes a shower, he comes back with the only slick to the side. That's his style, right? Oh, thank you.
Damn. Let me see. Rocky. Rocky, can I get a cookie?
How crazy would it be if your dog was to be like,
people will go crazy. But
that's true what you just said. We don't need it to be a Batman.
Yeah.
Heavy show.
Because maybe they can focus a lot on like just Batman and fighting and all of that in the movie, and then in the prequel be like, yo, but why was it so bad? Why was Gotham bad? How did Gotham even get like this? You know, like why was it crazy? And on top of that, instead of having like an origin story for a villain within a movie and just focusing on the Batman versus the Penguin, it could be explained in like the TV show.
If it's like that, if the TV show does well, that it explains the corruption of the mob at first, right? And then when the movie comes out, maybe season 2, season 3 of the show could be the origin or the Penguin, Riddler. You know what I mean? It's like a tie-in. Batman is the main storyline, and you have the tie-ins. Read Gotham if you want to hear about this villain's origin and stuff.
They're gonna be taking my money. That's what they're gonna be doing all the work. But yeah, man, like you got Colin Farrell, right? Which is playing Penguin.
Yes.
Then you got Paul Donnas, or whatever his name is, playing the Riddler. So I guess they don't have to go too much in the whole like, and especially if they're bringing these characters in the first film, which they kind of are, right?
They are. Like even if they don't have like a major part, you're gonna know who they are, and you're gonna know they're there. That's how he made it sound. Colin Farrell. He's like, I'm there, but I'm not gonna have a big role. Okay, so we're pretty much gonna watch, and we're gonna be. That's
where I'm.
Hogglesworth. What's his last name? Wow, way off. Hogglesworth. Not Pennyworth. That's Alfred.
Cobblepot. Mo.
You see how I try to like? Is that a Hogglesworth? Is that
I don't know what that is. Is that from Harry Potter?
I think so.
Hogwarts.
Sorry guys, I never followed Harry Potter, so I said the dude with the. But I've been to his park.
Harry Potter. What?
I've never followed it. Never watched the movie.
Yo, Cyborg Dad, what's up? Thank you for dropping by and hanging out with us. If anybody has any comment to mention for this new Gotham City or in general the whole Matt Reeves verse, because this is a universe he's building, and he said it. It's like, yo, this is my Batman universe.
Who said that?
Matt Reeves. He was like, this is what I want to build upon, the Batman universe that he's making.
Oh, I didn't know that. So he pretty much said that while I'm working on this, I'm also going to be creating the show through HBO Max.
I think he's executive producer of the show.
Yeah. Okay, damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm like, wow, like it's questionable because of the whole Snyder thing going on.
And before we continue, once again, here we are. You know what I'm going to say again? Mo's going to say the same thing. I feel there's too much going on I can't say at once because not everything's coming out right now. It's just I feel like they're getting too far ahead of themselves without even knowing how well these other things will do, you know? Even though as a comic book fan, you're the same way, TK. I'm down. Do it all. Just do it right, you know?
Yeah, of course. I definitely agree with that. Like, I'd be skeptical all the time. Like, oh, man, every time I hear news drop, every time when it comes to the DCEU, I'm like, oh, I get excited for the first like 5 minutes, and then I start questioning everything. I'm like, but how? You're gonna make a TV show before the film even comes out? Like, and I don't even know if the TV show is gonna actually come before the film, which I doubt it is, because it just got announced, but yet the film is supposed to come out next year.
Oh, okay.
I think in like August of next year. So I don't know how it's gonna work out. And
no, go ahead, finish it.
It's just like it would be cool for the buildup. It would be cool like an MCU kind of thing, just in their own way. It would be cool like, hey, listen, we're dropping this TV show, HBO Max, which would make money and will be an impact.
Bank.
It will be an impact no matter what. No matter if you're not into Batman or whatever, this is going to be the first time they come out and be like, hey, listen, watch the TV show, because the TV show is going to be the prequel to the actual Batman film that is coming out.
So it would make more sense. Excuse me. I had like burp there. Before I say this, the only reason why we have so many doubts is because of the DC's track record. Because if this was Marvel saying, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, we're going to do this, we would have been like, okay, because they've done so well. That's why we're second guessing. The other thing is, this would be great if it came out before the Batman movie. I think that'd be pretty cool.
Of course. Yeah. No? I would think like, I would be like, can you imagine that? Yo, everybody would see it. Everybody would want to know, like, oh shit, the TV show is coming out. This is not going to be like Gotham. Not everybody saw Gotham. So, and especially you're a Batman fan, but you never saw Gotham.
No, yeah.
And you didn't see it, even though before you even knew what it was about, you didn't see like the first episode when it came out. This HBO Max TV show, Gotham PD, whatever it's going to be called, but it's going to be based on the corruption of Gotham PD and of Gotham City itself. People will watch that just because of the film. They'll be like, yo, I got to watch this because the film's coming out. And if they could get Penguin, because if they're going to have these high villains, and on top of that, I heard they're trying to put in other villains in there. Like, you know? Oh. So I would want to say Class B, but they're not Class B to me. I feel like Batman's Rogue is like all Class A's just because they're unique in their own ways. But it's like, yo, this would be so sick. Yo, introduction of Colin Farrell, however you pronounce his name, his Penguin. This is how it came about. This is what was happening. This is what, and now we got a Batman. Now the Batman film comes out. I think it'll be pretty cool. I mean, I don't know. You guys that are listening to us in the chat right now, let us know what you guys think about it, because I mean, obviously we all have, I still feel the same way. Like, yo, DC is doing way too much right now.
Yeah.
And we can't trust that. I can't trust it. Like, I'd be like, yo, I can't. It all sounds good. You could feed me a lot of things. A Batman film sounds good. Man of Steel coming back. Black Adam film sounds good. Dwayne Johnson, okay, he looks the part. You know, all these things, they all sound good, but DC, you fucked up.
That's why we're here like this. Okay.
Exactly. But on top of that, they do got the writer Terrence Winter from what was it, Broadwalk Empire, but which is also better is that he wrote the like Get Rich Die Trying film. All right, for my boys out there from NY.
Which, by the way, that was not a bad movie.
He did a lot of like New York, because he's from New York. He's from Brooklyn, New York. So that's pretty cool. I don't know. You know, representing. So hopefully they pull it off.
718
and 347. Nah.
Yeah, right. It changed from there. 718.
But yeah, I'm all for it. Like, it's weird and it's scary, because then you got to think about like, all right, well, we got the Snyderverse still happening. And why would you start competing? Because that's what it seems like.
And the Snyderverse is gonna be, it seems that's gonna be expanded too, right? After the Justice League.
That's the question. That's the question. That's where I'm going at. Is like, yo,
because I don't think Ben Affleck just signed to like, all right, just well, he could have done that too. He could have signed to just edit and do a few things. So
I mean, even if he signed, because it's still rumored. Everything's still rumored out there. No concrete things are going on. The only concrete thing is the lawsuit, I guess, against Josh Whedon, or their battle or whatever. That's like concrete. That's like real life stuff going on. But yeah, man, it's like I feel like they're competing now. I feel like yo, I got the Batman, Robert Pattinson Batman film coming out. Zack Snyder's been like, yo, but for years, it's been 2 years, I've been trying to take out my film. So hold up. Hold yourself a little bit. We in this. And then they're like, all right, do whatever you got to do. And then, the whole Snyder cut. Matt Reeves is like, you know what? I'm making a Gotham PD series that's going to build up to my film. What up, Snyder? Now, imagine, because do you think they communicate with each other? I don't.
I'm pretty sure they do.
But that would be awkward.
Not talking like this, like, hey, what's up? You know, probably like they're not their lawyer, but like maybe they're the person who deals with their publicity and stuff. Be like, hey, tell Josh Whedon that I'm going to do this. Josh Whedon's like, I can't do nothing because I might go to jail. You know what I mean? Snyder's like, guess what I'm going to do to fuck everything up? I'm going to trend the hashtag. And it's going to trend so hard that they're going to force to release it. And it's going to be called hashtag release a Snyder cut. Watch.
I mean, but that became that was before Robert Pattinson's Batman being announced. Yeah.
Because remember, at that time, Batman Ben Affleck was hot, cold.
So who's in the right? The Snyder cut or the Matt Reeves verse?
The timing of it was perfect because, again, Ben Affleck was cold, hot. He was going to write a movie. He wasn't going to write a Batman movie. Oh, this movie was going to be set in Arkham Asylum. He's going to go through all the villains. And we're like, whoa. And then personal stuff happened to Ben Affleck. Then they tried to take away some directing from him. So he was out. So they're like, he ain't coming back. We're going to have to reboot Batman. Let's go with Robert Pattinson. Now he's there. And then the whole release of Snyder Cut started happening. So the timing of everything, who was in the right? You know, the guy, Matt Reeves, his Batman movie, he's in the right because he went ahead and did what he had to do. I'm going to hire a new person. I'm going to write it. We'll go from there. And Snyder pretty much got what he wanted. So now we wait and see, unless it explodes.
Yeah, I'm nervous. I'm nervous that I would want more from the Snyderverse. That I would go into the Matt Reeves Batman knowing that I wanted more of the Snyderverse.
I guess we're gonna wait and see. Because what if we get blown away by Robert Pattinson? Like, yo, that was a good movie. He was a pretty good Batman. Forget Ben Affleck. You know what I mean? Because it wasn't like Ben Affleck did like 3 great movies, you know, for us to want him back. He did one good movie.
But that's what would be a good thing if they blow us away with the new Robert Pattinson. Like, they're gonna have to blow us away. They're gonna have to be like, all right, Batman was cool, but I'm interested in. I mean, Ben Affleck was cool, but I'm interested in Robert Pattinson's Batman right now. I'm interested where it's gonna go and stuff like that.
Or they just blow us away and they open the multiverse and be like, hey, check it out, guys. Let me explain this. In this universe, we call it the Batfleck universe. In this universe, we call it the Twilight universe, right? In this universe, we call it the Keaton universe. There's this thing called the multiverse. And we're like, what?
Bro, I just want a big round table with all the Batmans. Mm-hmm. With all the multiverse Batman sitting down. And then at the end of the table is Lego Batman.
Who? I was about to ask, who you think will be the most gangster Batman in there? Like this, like...
Yo, it would be hilarious.
It's
just scary though. It's scary with DC. It's fun to hear the news, and then it's scary to picture it.
Yeah.
And then if the Snyder Cut does super well, then we're just off the reins with it.
I guess
Jeffrey Wright. We don't know if Jeffrey Wright is gonna be. You know, he's the actor that's gonna play Commissioner Gordon in the Batman film. It hasn't been announced if he's going to be in the Gotham PD TV series.
You know,
your boy better jump on that.
You know where he's from?
Where you from?
My favorite show, Westworld. Oh, hey, my favorite show, Westworld. Look.
Yeah, man, it's gonna be crazy. I feel like doing it. They can open a lot of doors. They could have a lot of opportunities. They could bring a lot of villains into it.
Yeah,
and actually, like, it would be cool if they start naming other villains like the Mad Hatter or Victor Fries. You know, Mr. Zero or Mr. Freeze, Clockman, Zaz, Condiment Man.
Speaking of Batman. I was watching a video yesterday on YouTube on that cartoon, The Batman, from 2004, 2008.
Which nobody talks about, which is one of my favorite Batman TV shows as well.
I knew I liked it. I just forgot how good it was. And the breakdown of that show, which it was 4 to 5 seasons. And the first 2 seasons were like really dark. And then the last two were good, but it got a little bit lighter. But I was like, it's true. This show, no one talks about this show.
Nobody talks about the Batman.
That's exactly.
Yeah, your boy got that on deck. But it was cool. It was. I liked. One of my favorite fight scenes was him and the Joker. That was the first episode. Him and the Joker, which was that weird Joker that nobody was about. But then I started to like.
Me too.
To like actually like that Joker and actually be like, oh, he's official.
He was very like athletic type. Circusy type of athleticism.
He would move like this, especially in the first episode of that Batman. He would move like this with his stretch jacket on and stuff. It was cool. I really like that. I like the Dracula, Batman versus Dracula. I don't know if you've seen that, but that was pretty cool too because they had similarities. So Dracula would call it out, and he's like, "You're the Bat. Yeah, you're the Knight. You're I'm faster than you. I'm." You know, it was interesting to watch, but yeah, man, I'm gonna hop off a little bit over to this post I want to see. I want to show you because I mentioned it to you, but you said you didn't see it. So I want to see your thoughts on this. We're gonna hop off Batman real quick, and
so this is an exclusive,
and get into this real quick. Bam.
So that's the comedian from Saturday Night Live playing Cheetah, right?
That's Kristen Wiig, which she doesn't even look like it though.
Not at all. Okay, so
she doesn't look like her. I don't know. Like, is it really her?
Is this concept art or is this her? No, it is her because it's the poster.
That's her, boy. That's her.
That looks cool. That looks cool.
She looks like Katara from Thundercats.
And we all know that we all love Chitara from Thundercats growing up.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Okay. But, okay. I like what I see.
Right. We also got a picture of the Golden Knight armor. I don't know. I mean, the golden armor on Wonder Woman more. I think it was this right here.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see if I bring it up. But yeah. What do you think about that?
I mean, side angle. It looks cool because I remember seeing the front angle when the first preview trailer came out, and I thought, oh, that's dope. So maybe a little bit closer. It looks cool. I want to know what I don't know Wonder Woman history like that. Like what causes her to put on that suit. Remember, I told you a few episodes ago. Is it like an Odin Force type of thing that she puts that on? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Looks cool. I like it. I feel it.
Yeah, I really want to know where they're gonna go with it, and it is it's just so difficult again to understand where everything's going, where Wonder Woman is gonna go. Mm-hmm. Like what's beyond Wonder Woman 84? What's beyond that?
Oh, for a fact, there will be a trilogy for Wonder Woman, for Aquaman, and for Shazam, especially if this one does well, just like it did. Now, where does it go from there? From the reports that I've read from my sources, which is Logan, they have said that they're just gonna focus on solos. That's it. Solo, meaning if they do another hero, it'll be, if it does well, they'll do a 2, they'll do a 3. So that's what they've been saying online. Where does that set up? That's the question that we need to find out, and how everything works. Like, I don't know where it will be going.
That multiverse again, that's where it's gonna go.
85 was that?
Nah, he's talking about 1984, right? It's 84, right?
Oh yeah, but for sure it would be, the next movie will be in the 90s. It'll do kind of like what the X-Men First Class did. It was like in the 60s, and the next movie was kind of like 70s, 80s. Next movie was in the 90s. But for sure, this movie is gonna
all prequels.
They're prequels. But would this set up like another Justice League type of movie? We won't know that for another 5 years because they gotta set these guys up. What if Shazam Part 2 comes out and it's trash, which is hard to even see that? What if Aquaman 2 comes out and it's trash? You know what I mean? But if it does great, bang, trilogy. Especially now that they signed Henry Cavill, that he's guaranteed to come out in Shazam. That alone.
Actually, there's talks on that Man of Steel 2 happening. So
now they're saying yes.
I mean, they're not saying yes, but they're not saying. They keep getting questioned. They're not saying no. And there was like a leak. I forgot who put it up. I think it was Fatal J. He had Boss Logic. I think one of those guys. He did some crazy artwork, some poster.
Okay.
And it showed like Brainiac, and the title of the film was like Man of Steel Cerebral.
Again, there's the crazy part. They say one thing one day, another thing the other day. At first, they were like, no, there won't be no Man of Steel. Oh, yes, we'll get him back on board because he did so great on The Witcher. We're not going to do a Superwoman movie or whatever. Now they're saying yes to a Man of Steel 2. I'm down for a Man of Steel 2 movie. I'm down for that.
These are demands. It's not up to them. It's up to us. It's up to the fans. If I want to see Henry Cavill on the big screen again playing as Superman, we start this movement because that was it. Mm-hmm. Snyder Cut happened because of the movement of the people.
Mm. You get me? What's the hashtag you want for the Man of Steel 2? Release Cavill 2?
release your boy 2.
Okay.
Man. But yeah, man, I feel like now that I feel like the Snyder Cut, it happening because of what was going on, because people were talking about it. It took 2 years, but like, I feel like we could get any film. Ben Affleck, Ben Affleck, play Batman. Come on,
hit him up.
I'm gonna hit him up right now and be like, play Batman, please play Batman.
Is this TK? How you doing? I'm trying to make this work. Okay.
This is TK from TK's Batcave. If you haven't subscribed, Ben, please subscribe real quick.
Imagine that.
But
man.
Yeah, man.
I mean, listen, we will be down for that. The question is, do we need a Man of Steel 2 movie? Remember who he is. Do we need that, or do we use him as a character that pops up into major movies? Like, it makes sense. I can easily see him popping up in Shazam Part 2 because of Black Adam, because we've seen that before. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Where else does it make sense for him to pop up? In an Aquaman movie? In a Wonder Woman movie?
I don't know, man. And are they going to take it to like just tag teams or teams or like two? Like, hey, I guess you can cross over to my team, but we're not the Justice League. We're not the Justice League. This is not a Justice League film.
We are the Revengers. We're the Revengers. Because look how successful Thor Ragnarok was. With Hulk and Thor, two powerhouses, they can make it work. It's just Superman, you put him in any movie, the dude, you win, right? Hey, Superman's here, we win. That's why it's really hard to write him in.
But that's why it's really good to have Shazam and the Man of Steel together. Superman actually showing this kid that's all about jokes, all about cracking jokes, and Superman has to actually, teach him the morals of being a superhero and having all that power.
How that worked perfectly where?
In the animated movie?
And in the MCU with Iron Man and Spider-Man.
Bro.
No, you've always felt that way. I think I know what you're gonna say. I think I know what you're gonna say. Remember we had a disagreement. This was like almost 2-3 years ago. You were like, yo, why Iron Man gotta be the center focus? He's in every movie. And I was like, yo, because you gotta understand, right? Because you gotta understand. But Iron Man, save us.
Bro, I was calling shit out. Once Iron Man came out and then he became the main focus, I was like, yo, because you know who else hated that? Jonas. And he was like, what? And he's like, nah. They're going to take care of that. No, at the end of the day, the MCU was Iron Man throughout the whole thing. It was Iron Man focused. It was Iron Man's the answer. Iron Man's the only one that could figure this out. We can't do it without Iron Man. Iron Man is daddy. Spider-Man, Peter Parker. Look up to Poppy because that's your dad right there.
But it makes sense. But it worked out though, right? Tell me not. It worked out perfectly.
No, it did. That's why I don't complain. I don't be like, all right, whatever. It's just that with all of that 10 years of the MCU doing that with Iron Man, you have a conversation with somebody in the streets about this, and you be like, yeah, and they're like, nah, Iron Man's the best Avenger. Iron Man's everything. Iron Man did this in the film, so what are you talking about? And you're just like, oh, all right.
But then we see that it was Iron Man, but also Captain America and Thor. How everything just blended in.
And Rocket Raccoon.
No, the MVP was the mouse in Endgame. People forget that.
Hey, damn, chill. You can't be spoiling out there now. All right, so let's wrap this up because we started off with Gotham PD TV series, and that's what the whole show was about. The whole show was about Matt Reeves' spinoff in his own Batman film. He's like, nah, listen, let's make a TV series, a prequel to this film. Hopefully things work out and they could actually make it before the film comes out, because that's a perfect world right there. And that I feel like DC EU needs. That's what I think they need to be in par. Well, I can't say in par, but to be considered with the MCU. Because right now, MCU is right here. DC is right here.
A little bit lower. Right there.
DC is right here. DC is right here.
Oh, no.
The DCU. So I feel like, yo, if you guys can actually do this, if you guys can actually pull it off and be like, yo, you know what? We're making a TV series. Oh, okay. All right. Oh, Batman TV. All right. Okay. Yeah. And it's going to be on Gotham PD. Gotham PD. Who the fuck? Didn't we have a Gotham TV show? Yeah. But, this is going to add up and this is going to tell backstories or introduce these villains so you can know. So once that big fight happens, once the film comes out, it's only based on on Batman meeting this villain and they're going at it. And no backstory needed. Because I feel like they could take a lot out of that and actually have it in the show. And then the film could just be even more action-packed.
They could.
Or more chaotic and crazy. Just because they don't have to go back to the stories or the origin stories of each character.
But are you... Okay, that's a great breakdown right there. But are you cool with that before or during Reeves's version of Batman? Do you want that show out before... Pattinson's Batman?
Yeah, definitely before.
But what if we get it?
I want them to bring this show out, and hopefully, again, this is not solid, but hopefully bring this show out, introduce these villains. Bro, it would be perfect if they could introduce these villains in the most horrendous way, most horrifying way, and you're like, yo, this guy's serious. And then at the end of that TV show to be like, bro, these villains just became like my favorite villains. This buildup was crazy. What they did in this TV show was horrifying. And now we got the Batman coming in. And it's like, yo, somebody has to take this guy out. I'm interested in how and what they're going to do. And they all have their own thing. Like introduce Iceberg Lounge. Make Iceberg Lounge a big thing. This is the Penguin's place. This is where he's at. Like they could do it like in Arkham City, Arkham Asylum video game. Like all those Arkham games, they could be like, yo, the Riddler has riddles throughout the thing. And right now, the only people that have to work on it is like the Gotham PD. Like, because that's obviously how it would start off. The Gotham PD are gonna have to be the ones to attack the problem, not Batman until then. So then you bring in Batman later on that could actually solve these issues. And then make those riddles like a Saw freaking thing, like the movie Saw. Like it would be horrifying, but it would be good and it would make sense. And then make Batman the most horrifying person there is, because that's how he controls Batman, by being feared. I mean, that's how he controls Gotham City, by being feared in the comics. But that's world. That's how I would want it to unfold. That's how I would want everything to unfold.
Listen. Everything you just broke down sounds dope. We just gotta wait and see. I would be disappointed if we get that show after the Batman movie, Pattinson's Batman's released. You know what I mean? Because that's how I was when the Gotham show came on Channel 5. I didn't care. I don't care. Okay, it has nothing to do with Batman. I don't care about Commissioner Gordon's his upbringing and stuff. And that's also how I felt about Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I was like, who are these guys? Why do I care about all teamwork? Which the first season I gave it 5 episodes and I gave up on it. You know what I mean? Yeah. But then guess what? They say that it got better. So I kind of like fell off on that. So I'm the type that I need the main character in front of me. But we've already had the main character in front of us, Batman, multiple times. So now it makes sense. Okay, now this makes sense. Let's see from there. So I guess it's the timing, TK, of it. Like, where we'll be satisfied with that. Like, are you down to watch this while Pattinson's in his second movie? No,
it would be awkward. Like, it comes to 2 different points. It's like, hey, can they build up this villain throughout that TV show, throughout the new TV series that's supposed to come out? Can they build him up, or can they build him up in just a few words, just a few scenes in the Batman film that would make us be like, oh man, I want to know his origin story. Let's go back and let's watch this show.
Could this show be the first show that officially links the cinematic and the TV officially? We didn't get that officially with the Netflix show. They kept they gassed us up.
I mean, we got kind of a link between CW and the DCU.
True, but
I mean, I don't know if you want to say that.
No. You're right. No, you're right. We did with those flashes going in there. Oh, and by the way, I saw Perry. He said spoilers. Yo, me saying that ain't spoiling the movie, but but when you see it, you'll get it. But it's not spoiling it. It's not spoiling it. We did a little bit, but what I want is an official link. They gassed us up saying that those Netflix shows were canon and part of the official MCU. And they sort of did, but not officially. And there were rumors that they were going to be part of Infinity War, which it would have been too much. You're going to come and tell me a little scene with them popping out wouldn't have freaked you out? You know what I mean? That's what I wanted. I want something like that. I want something linked up like that.
Damn, now we ask, are we not asking for too much right now?
DC's already
not just jump the line and be like, yo, you know what? I want the multiverses to collide. I want everything. Are we up to that point?
But they're doing that though right now. They're saying Matt Reeves is making the Batman and he's making a spin-off. So what does that mean? I want it linked. Can you imagine why
it's the Reevesverse is coming in?
Okay, give me the Reevesverse that I could go to the cinemas and watch, and then I could go home and watch this. That'd be dope. That would be something that sort of was done, but not officially.
Yeah, and it would be considered different. It would be considered different. But I'm gonna go through the chat real quick because I know we got some new people. We're back here. So we got Bubs. He was like, "What's up, Mo?" And the other guy, "Hey,
what up?
Real. What up, yo, Bubs, what's up, man?" I'm filming my reaction to Perry's reaction to Glad.
What? Hold up. Say that again.
I'm filming my reaction to Perry's reaction to Glad he ate her. Oh man, that was funny. Yo, my boy Fatal J. Yo, if you guys haven't checked him out, yo, Mo, I'm telling you, yo, I wish we could get him on the show. Hopefully we can one day and actually talk about it because he's a big Snyder. He's been in that run. He was a part of that movement and it actually happened. So he's all about it and he's been talking about it. So it's pretty cool.
When Fatal J, when he does his videos with like, this just came out. This is me watching it. Oh shit. Oh snap. That's really happening.
Bro, my favorite part is those Dragon Ball Z cutscenes that he be having.
I saw one of them.
Yo, it brings my childhood every time. Like I could be in like the most modern age ever, and then he throws down like a episode of freaking Gohan, the Super Saiyan 2 versus Cell during the Cell games, going with him one-handed.
The one scene that had me cracking up was the one that he was talking about. It was his last video, not this, the one that came out today, one yesterday, and it's the Rick James that's getting kicked through the wall. He's like, from the Chappelle show. Yo,
he
shout out to Fatal J, bro.
Today that it was during when he's in the bathroom. When he's in the bathroom,
he does the front kick. Bow!
I started.
I missed the Chappelle show, man. I missed it.
Taking White Claws off of coffee mugs. I am.
Nah, that's straight Bacardi, bro. What are you talking about?
That's tequila all the way.
Right.
What up, my dude? Not much editing. Taxi driver. Ooh, Robert De Niro's Taxi Driver. Hey Perry, I wish Mo up to 2 to 3 VOFs the screen.
2 or 3 of the screens. How that we're like. Yo, guys. Yo, TK, real quick.
Yep.
I'm at 167. 167. I'm 30 something away, 33 away from 200 subs. So if you guys haven't done so, please
sub up. Yeah, definitely. Check my boy out, my cousin Mo. Dude's talking comics. He has a video dropping in like a couple of years.
Yo, no.
Hit that with the sub. You know what it is? I know Mo, and he needs that motivation. So if you sub, one more sub will get him to drop that video.
Yo, I'm at 168 now. By the way, when we first started going live, I was at TK says 40. I remember 25. He says 40. And at 168, to me, listen, I'm not near where the big dogs are at, like in the thousands or 800. To me, 200. That's a big. To me, that's a big number.
Bro, I'm in 360 something. I can't even ask for subs because I'm happy with number. I'm like, yo,
you're at almost
to me, but it's pretty cool.
400. That's a crazy number. So to me, that's a crazy number for me. And I'm gonna say it again. I got the YouTube plaque being shipped. So.
What's up, killers? I gave Mr. J a shout out on my Infinity video. Laugh my ass off. It's mad fun holding the mic like that. Yeah, man. He has that mic in his hand the whole time. Oh, he knocked out? Damn. Wow. Is that what our show does?
No. Oh, he's up. Hey, Logan. Nah, hey, Logan.
Nah, I think that's what our show does, yo. Everybody's knocked out right now watching this. Look up my link so I can sub to his channel, please. Yeah. There we go. There you go. We got some. I just subbed. Damn, everybody subbed up to me though.
Yo, of course, yo, you're almost 400.
What's up? I want to hit 400 by Friday. I'm gonna be dropping videos. I'm gonna be dropping some content. So
TK put in that work every other day.
Because I like doing that as well. Like I feel like you should always like. For me, I'd be like, yo, where am I at in my subs? 370 something. All right. What can I accomplish in the next 5 days? How can I make this channel grow? It's like a competition. So it's really cool.
I just got a sub by Bubs Comics. Yo, bro, Bubs, thank you very much. Appreciate that, man. It's crazy, yo. This is like I said, like when that day TK hit me up, let's go live, let's do this and that. Cause yo, if y'all don't know, we used to do this back in 2018, and then we just kind of like stopped off. TK was like, yo, let's start going live. Zombie virus is out there, so I know you ain't doing nothing. Most I'm making excuses. All right, let's do this. Let's do it. No more excuses.
Yeah, man. I mean, like, let's just talk like we doing at a dinner table. Let's just talk online.
What do you mean the Snyderverse? It's the MCU.
Bro, it's crazy the arguments we would have. It was crazy because they'll always end up like we could be talking about Gotham PD TV series and end up talking about Batman versus Wolverine at the end of the day.
That was the most heated debate.
It was.
What are you talking about?
Till this day, my boy Batman can throw a batarang at Logan and hit his old ass real quick. And
don't forget about the senses. He'll go, yo, but can Batman get Jean Grey? Yeah, he probably could.
Who would win in a fight? Ben Affleck's Batman or Matt Reeves, Robert Pattinson's Batman?
Batman, Ben Affleck, Batman. That dude's a savage.
Yo, I heard your boy's working out though. I heard Robert Pattinson's working out.
Yeah, he's up to 50 push-ups.
I heard he's getting lean and cut. Yo, you know what's crazy is that he's like, yeah, I don't work out. I don't like working out. I'm not about that. No. But what he said was like, as a person, like he doesn't like working out.
Well, your skinny ass better be doing something, because if you come in looking on pewing, we're gonna be like, oh, bro, we could tell if it's CGI.
I'm gonna start. Thank you, bro. Once everything gets better, yo, put me in the gym. I'll wait for that call real quick. Put me in that TV series. I'll be Mr. Zaz. I'll just slice up my. Yo, Zaz would have been awesome. Zaz is an awesome character.
Zaz was dope in Birds of Prey. He was cool.
He was
give the movie a chance. Yeah, he's in it. Give the movie a chance. Yeah, give the movie a chance.
Damn, I gotta watch some Birds of Prey, yo. Let me know. Let me know if you guys watched it, because Mo, you know, he'd be like, yo, this movie's good. But
don't say it right, TK. He's like, oh, don't say, oh, Mo says dope. No, I didn't say that. I said, yo, it's not a bad
Mo
movie.
told me it's the best DC universe. What?
No, I don't even though I say it's pretty good, it's not even near my top 5, and there isn't top 5 in the DCEU. Hold up.
Funk Master Flex. Funk Master.
Yeah, yo, Fatal J, thank you for the sub. I'm at 170 now, TK.
Yo, you're in the big leads. Yo, let me find out you surpassed me.
No,
I'll put YouTube now. Imagine, I don't care. It would be awesome though. It would be.
And
cool.
If I was to surpass you, guess who's shouting you out?
Or we hit 1,000 at the same time. I'm gonna wait.
Yo,
I'm gonna wait. If I get to 999, I'm be like, yo, please don't sub. Please don't sub. TK. I'm at 1,000. I'm like, yo, boy, I'm not making money. What are you talking about? You can't see me.
Yo, I could buy the good turkey now.
He going for that new 52 Lobo look. Oh man,
remember seeing that?
That was so weird and awkward. I was like, why you gotta change up the look of Lobo? It wasn't the look of Lobo anybody had a problem with. It was the lack of information you kept putting him in. You're putting him some random times, which makes his character. Lobo's that random mercenary, universal mercenary that will come in with all his lines and everything like that.
But they made him look like a pretty boy. Do you maybe you guys remember? Do you guys remember that Marvel anime? It was a few years ago. It was on G4. They had the anime of Blade. They had the anime of Iron Man.
Yeah.
They had the anime of
Strange.
Wolverine. Oh, no, it was Wolverine. And they had the dopest anime of X-Men. All 3, there were 4 of them. All 3 animes were dope. X-Men. Blade was gory. You would like that. And
I love some gore. Yeah, look at what Bub says.
Mo told me that shit too. I'm sorry. No. 170. Oh man, there it goes. The wackest anime version that they made was a solo Wolverine anime, and my man looked like he was the lead singer of a boy band. I was like, what is this? How you go from the X-Men anime that he's jacked, Berserker Barrage, and he's looking all like, hey, I'm Wolverine. I'm in Mandrapore. I was like, I ain't watching this no more, but I watched it all because I watched all.
Hey, I'm Wolverine and I'm in Japan.
Can you find it?
Yes.
Wolverine anime. He was like, oh, like he could sing like in a pop band or something, but then search for X-Men Wolverine anime, jacked. Bubs, like I said, you go and you watch
like a guy from Street Fighter or some shit. Oh man.
No, but it was like boy bandish. Like he would look into the sun, his eye would glare. I was like, what? My man Wolverine's the type that he smells like deodorant and beer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Old Spice and beer. That look. Look at go to the third one. He has the black tank top. Look at what the fuck is that?
That's your boy Wolverine. He looked like he's about to whip out a Yu-Gi-Oh card.
That's why. Now look. Now search for Wolverine anime. X-Men anime Wolverine. Nuts. I remember when he got old Berserker Barrage and he just went violent. Where is it?
It looks like this one. It looks like that one. Isn't that where he starts cutting everybody up and he's like everybody's bleeding, his eyes go white?
Yeah, he's being tortured, and Beast was like, "Yo, just let it go." And he goes while his eyes turn red, and he goes Berserker Barrage, and he just
right here, it turns white.
He starts stabbing everyone. I was like, mind you, this was during Hugh Jackman's run, and I was like, that is what I wanted. Jacked, but of course, you got classic Wolverine right there. Oh, yeah, and look, they had Omega Red. They were going at it. Storm was looking official. Uh-oh. While you do that, I'll look into the chat. Wait.
Bro, come on, yo. Your boys put it in that work.
Bro. That's the Wolverine that got it on with Cyclops. Yo, the whole, if you guys read X-Force number 10, right? Wolverine, Jean Grey, entanglement.
Oh my God! Please don't talk about the entanglement.
The art chemist, he got that Dwayne The Rock haircut from when he was in the Nation of Domination. Nation of Domination. Now you gotta do the eyebrow, TK.
Yo, here's Batman.
I could do the eyebrow.
I can't even see myself.
I mean, that doesn't.
It doesn't look too bad. You know. Yo, honestly, my problem was never with that he looks a certain way. As long as he's working out and putting the work in, I'm fine. Not a lot of people could work out in like 4 months and look like Henry Cavill.
Yes, they can. Any celebrity can put on.
Well, yeah, you're right. They got
the vitamin S.
They got the vitamin S.
They just drank protein shakes every 2. Bullshit. No, what is that? That was him in quarantine when he told us he wasn't working out. He's like, I don't feel like it.
Yo, but then when he's like in a suited up, he looks like he could be a Bruce Wayne.
I have a feeling he is going to surprise us all.
Rock out with his cut. Oh,
I hope not. He's gonna surprise us all. Like, look, that looks like a dope Bruce Wayne right there, right?
Yeah, man.
Look at that.
I'm cool with him being the Penguin too. I could care less.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna be looking like.
Is he gonna look like that though?
Look at these dudes. This guy Henry Cavill was on that gear, bro. Yo, all they do is pull-ups and push-ups. Yeah, bullshit. Yo, you saw Ben Affleck now? He lost mad weight.
Yeah, I know. He's fit right now.
Yeah. Look at Christian Bale. What movie is that? Forget Batman. Where's pitting Ben Affleck versus Henry Cavill? Henry Cavill has him over with. Henry Cavill was jacked. That Superman look is both good and bad, right? Because that Superman look that he had is like when we will see in the comic books that he was like jacked, but that's not mild-mannered.
Bro, I could look the same way if I had that lighting.
True.
Yeah, that lighting is what gives it all. Now this I would understand. This is just outside without barely any light, and you look like that. Now that's insane.
Yo, remember? I wonder these guys did the 300 workout. Remember that was the biggest thing back then. Oh, you do the 300 workout, you get jacked. Yeah, half of those people in the movie were edited to have abs. I remember when I saw that, I was so disappointed. I was like, "What do you mean? Not all of them had abs?" 300, one of the best movies I've ever seen in my life. I remember watching that movie.
That's one of my favorite movies of all time.
Yeah. I remember watching that movie with my boys in the living room. There was 8 of us in the hood, small ass living room, and once that movie was over, we were like, "Yo, it's time to work out, fellas."
Bruh.
Look. Put that other picture side by side.
I'm so scared.
That's me before COVID, and that's me currently with the pink shorts. There it is.
Yo, it would always go down, especially this scene. Yo, I'm telling you, one of my favorite. This is the scene. If you guys don't know, and I've been talking about it a lot, this is the scene that I wanted to be replicated when Captain America during Infinity War grabbed Thanos' hand. I wanted to hear a roar like that. Like you could feel the energy, but I don't know if they put in the roar. I don't remember.
No, in that Thanos moment, you don't
remember. I told you about that, and I was like, "Yo, if he had that roar, like that silent, but you can hear it faint, like very faint." But I was just like, "What?" I mean, they were cut up.
Yo, and people forget Magneto was in that movie. Michael Fassbender.
In what movie? Oh yeah, he was ripped.
And the dude from the movie with Hugh Jackman, Van Helsing. The dude that's telling the story, and he went into the war.
Oh yeah. It was so weird. Yeah, he was the guy from Van Helsing, the helper. But look at your boy right there. You look like me. I mean, honestly,
look at him. Yo, he was a dope character too, because he was down for Leonidas for everything. He was like,
yo, you know what's crazy? That a lot of people are probably gonna click on this video right now as it live streams, and they're gonna be like, yo. They're talking about Batman and Robert Pattinson and the Gotham series TV shows, and we're over here looking at 300 bodies.
Because we were talking about Batman, and they were thinking about Robert Pattinson, how he's kind of like, is he taking it serious or not? What do we want? You know, while you do that, I'll go through the comments. Once again, it's another pop culture show that we have a subject, and then we just go to left field. That's how it goes.
Yo, but Hugh Jackman was jacked.
Comic Jabroni, steroids is a hell of a drug. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Let's see. Christian Bale from the yes. Oh, yo, you ever seen Christian Bale as that?
Yes, that's weird.
Weird. He dropped all that weight, and this other actors have done the same thing, and they say it's affected them long term.
Yeah, but you gotta understand these actors go into the role, which I completely understand. They want to they embody themselves to the next level. Like, hey, I want to be that person. Like a lot of people forget. Ryan Reynolds during what was it, Blade 3? Was it Blade Trinity?
Right there. That's him.
He was this is him. He was ripped.
Mm-hmm.
Way ripped than he was in Green Lantern.
But it looked like it, but it didn't look out the norm though. It looked like, if he works out, that's what his body would look like.
Bro, you know that looks like that looks like that's on a bodybuilder dehydration. Because, you got to dehydrate yourself before you get on stage. And that's what it looks like he did in this film. He dehydrated himself to the point that he's ripped in every angle. Look at that. Again, the lighting works, but, bro.
Yeah. Or
what I used to look.
Or he can go to DR and get those injections in a tan.
I mean, that too.
Batman got to get on my workout level, Perry. There it is, bro. Jabroni, let them know. Hit up Robert Pattinson and let him know that he's got to be doing more than 50 push-ups. Because he said that as a joke. He said, I could get up to 50 push-ups. What, my man? You Batman, bro.
Yeah, that's what I want to know. If people actually speak to these actors, like what does the actors really know? Can you hear me? Because I'm frozen here. All right.
No, I hear you. I hear you just fine.
Like, what do they really like? Do they ever get into the role of a superhero? And do they think about the body type already? Like.
Yeah, they tell him, listen, my man, we want
to stressed. It has to be stressed. And then I think the most stressed character to play with the most craziest physique, or not craziest as in like big and diesel, but as in like ripped, and is Batman, because he's the only one that's human with no powers.
He has to be at the peak of all fit. No, above the peak of any human level. That's his character. You know what I mean? You're gonna be rolling it down. What's up, Coach Viper? 999. That's how TK goes about it.
999.
50 push-ups is barely passing the Army PT says, yo, well, Robert Pattinson's got a lot of work to do then. Because if he comes in there looking like he does nothing but CrossFit and he's doing like splits and shit, we're gonna be like, that's not Batman.
He's gonna be like, ha! Yo, imagine he does a split in the film. How would you feel if he's like?
It depends, because what if he's like? Because what if
I'm saying busting out a split. I'm not saying showing his training regimen through in the film, and he's just stretching and he does a split. I understand, but what if he busts out like a Mortal Kombat
Johnny Cage
split? Yeah, and he's like,
oh, okay, that was dope back in 1995.
Oh yeah, or like Jean-Claude. Yeah, man. Yep. But Jean-Claude, you know, that's a different animal.
He also did that split in Time Cop. Remember that scene that I think there's either
Jean-Claude then did his split in like most of every movie he's been in.
But I'll never forget Time Cop, because he had that mullet, and then he's in the kitchen with 2 chairs and he's just stretching in the middle of the night. And I think a woman sees him, or an assassin, and he's like stretching. And he goes, Listen, I don't care. Those Van Damme movies back then were
those action films were on point, bro. Honestly, I'll tell you right now, I was a big fan of Jean-Claude, Jackie Chan, obviously, Jet Li. He came a little later, but he was still there. Arnold, Sly. Then you had Steven Seagal, that a lot of people hate on, but I watched his films and I was like, yo, I'm all about it. And it was just like, yo, those times were the greatest action films that I've seen. Like now you get great action films, but it's more, I mean, you got to be very precise with who you pick and what action. Because
what about my boy? What about my boy Bruce Willis? What about my boy Bruce Willis?
Get your diehard ass wearing tank top ass out of it.
Yeah, Kanye, mother. Oops.
Like, oh shit, Jeffrey Warren. What's up, my boy? He's my boy from the Marine Corps. So
what's up, Jeffrey? What's up, Jeffrey?
Prairie, I will watch the Gladiator reaction after this stream. Did you enjoy the movie? Hey, he better have enjoyed the movie. That's a classic. That's a time in the making. That's awesome that you're seeing it at this age and time.
Ooh, TK, here's my reenactment of the end of Gladiator.
Bro, mine was like, yo, let's just get up and leave. Let's
go get a slushie, bro. Let's go get a slushie.
Yo, it's hot out here. It's the winter. What?
It's the allergies, bro. It's summer. Oh.
Yeah,
the bottom count is 0.
Thanks. Yeah, it was really good. I want to look up more Russell Crowe films. Yeah, man.
Russell
Crowe.
What's another movie? Oh, Cinderella Man.
Cinderella Man. Remember that Eminem song? But yeah, Cinderella Man. Russell Crowe. He's a phenomenal actor. He's gained a lot of weight. And speaking of Russell Crowe, your boy Russell Crowe is the Man of Steel's biological father, Henry Cavill's biological father in Man of Steel. Yo,
do they wear that suit all day in Krypton?
All day, every day. Like I don't even know how they take a poop or piss.
Because they're mad smart. They figure something out. They try to take a pill and it comes out their ear or something. I don't know.
Ooh, can you imagine pooping throughout your ear?
What did you do with the Codex? What did you do with the Codex? Yo, low-key MVP. Man of Steel villain. General Zod.
Zod. Yo, I'm telling you, Man of Steel was one of the best DC films that ever came out.
There's also somebody else that doesn't get credit in that movie who was the dopest villain in there also was the woman.
Yeah, the girl, which is actually being spoken of. That she's just still lingering with the what is that? The gravity, the phantom.
The thing that people say, oh, it looks like a dildo.
Hey. But yeah, I think we should cut it here just because we're gonna get off topic of Gotham PD TV series. So if you guys don't know, we do this episode This is gonna be Pop Culture Live Show. I changed it up a little bit, but yeah, this is episode 27. We jump back and forth between my channel, TK's Batcave with a K, and Mo's channel, Dudes Talking Comics. So the next show is gonna be on Mo's channel tonight.
Whoa. Let me listen. I just figured out how to do thumbnails. I need at least one day to do a thumbnail.
Oh God,
creative with the photos.
Be sure to hit that notification button because this is always fun. Again, we just wanted to leave it to like Gotham PD and this news about the TV series. But when we usually get on, it's usually a broad spectrum of different subjects, different topics that we actually go deep into. But yeah, man, I think, you know, being a Batman fan, I got to give it up to Gotham PD TV series. Now, do I agree with it coming out? I'm not sure yet. I don't know how I feel about the whole thing. I really don't. I feel excited first news when it drops, and then it starts lingering, and I'm like,
analyzing.
Yeah, I'm like, oh man. Hopefully, let's see. But thank you guys for dropping by, gals and guys. I hope you guys are having a great Monday. Yo, Mo, we playing Gears tonight or what?
Yo, before we leave, thank you for those who just subbed. I'm at 170, and tonight's a Gears night. Oh, yo, shout out to Chronic. If you guys haven't done so, also sub to Chronic Gamers, who his last video shows me in second or third place. That was the video that I had 16 kills.
Yo, he always chooses the one video that I'm not MVP. I gotta let it know right now.
But you're hurt.
MVP.
But you can hear yourself very clearly yelling and doing this and that. I'm like, yo, bro, you can't be doing this. You sound like, speaking of who I say you sound like, look who just texted me. My boy, Randy Sanchez.
Oh, yo, that's awesome.
That's pretty much just thank you. Once again, TK, thank you for having me. Because, you know, we're guests on each other's show. So, yo, thank you. But I'm also curious and excited for Gotham PD.
Let's see where it goes. Hopefully they make it work out. Hopefully Robert Pattinson is working out. You saw what I did there? Work. Don't you have the tudum? But last time I played with TK, he sucked. Damn, Perry, what kind of supporter are you?
That's changed.
Anyways, sub to my channel because you won't see my gameplay. So sub to my channel. But thank you everyone again for subbing up to us. It's been a crazy journey right now from the beginning. I started like 3 months ago. Mo started probably like 2 months ago or something like that. And we just been growing together. So it's but we've been coming in. I hope you guys enjoy the content we throw out there. And if you guys haven't seen my videos, go check them out because it's always like brand new news on brand new news. I always say that brand news, like news. Anyways, coming out, and I'm always on top of it. Pop culture, I love it. But I'll see you guys next time. Mo, take it easy, Wheezy, and let me end this broadcast. Let me click this button real quick. He's like knocked out.
Sorry. Later, guys.